Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name's Don. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I have another great video for you today with some news from Gary Gensler, who has been quite quiet the past week or so since Ripple have won the lawsuit, but also some details coming out regarding crypto memes in the UK. Again, there's a lot of kind of FUD, I would say, being spread regarding these crypto memes. Now, don't get me wrong, I've never always been the biggest fan of memes, but some of them do get me. So I'm going to read into that story and break it down for you and see what's actually going on with this UK legislation thing they're trying to change. But yeah, look, that plus more. So make sure you stick around for the whole video. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, first things first, we have some crypto prices to look at, of course. So as always, we look at the top 10 to see how things are performing over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin currently sitting at 30,190. Ethereum at 1,915. We then have XRP at 74 cents. BNB at $244. Cardano 31 cents. Solana at $26. Dogecoin at 0.069. And then Matic at 78 cents. So, bit of a nothing, I would say, again. 24-hour period, most things down a few percent. And it's the first time I've seen XRP down since Friday, I guess. But yeah, overall, like I said, not much is really going on. Again, we're still kind of back in a bit of a range. If you can see that, if you're watching this on your phone, it might be quite small, but all these kind of charts here are all kind of going sideways. Yeah, bit of a range, nothing too much to worry about. Great kind of finish to last week and over the weekend, and yeah, slow but grueling kind of, what is it? Is that Tuesday today? Is that right? Am I saying that? Yeah, Tuesday. So Tuesday's a bit grueling so far, but we'll see how things start to go as we progress through the week. But yeah, anyway, nothing to kind of worry about at the moment. Main thing being that we're still holding the kind of decent levels. I mean, XRP is at 74 cents. If you'd asked me that last week when it was at 50 cents, would I be happy? And even then I was quite happy, but and I think most of you would be as well. But the fact it's now just chilling at 74 cents is, yeah, pretty funny overall. Anyway, let's move on. First thing, before I actually go into each of the news articles I'm going to cover, remember, the past few days I have been chatting a lot about Ripple because it's a hot topic, and I was saying kind of watch out for some of these kind of news articles, because when things like Ripple or XRP are in the news, then they tend to really go in on them and fire out as many news articles as possible. This is just a kind of snippet of Cointelegraph, and as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually, because there's one there as well. 5 all just in this kind of L shape. There's other ones as well. Again, I just wanted to show you that one part. And again, it's a media outlet. It's kind of the whole point. It's a popular news story, so they're going to jump on it. But yeah, just so you know, when I'm reading through this, I'm seeing all of this, but I'm picking out the ones that I know that aren't just garbage, really, or just for the clicks, because that tends to be what most of them are. But anyway, let's move into the first part of the news then. So, Chairman Gary Gensler says the SEC's reaction to Ripple's decision is mixed and still under consideration. Right, let's have a look at this. So, as we know then, the SEC, Gary Gensler, has commented publicly about last week's ruling on the agency's suit against Ripple. Gensler gave a talk on artificial intelligence at the National Press Club and was asked about the ruling during the question and answer period afterwards. Now, during the ruling, does the ruling affect his stance on crypto, and does it inject urgency into the need for federal legislation to clarify regulatory oversight of this industry? He was then asked, to which Gensler replied, "We are pleased from that decision, recognising the importance of protecting investors, institutional investors, and the court movement in regard to fair notice, and well disappointed by what they said about the retail investors. We are still looking at it as an assessing that opinion." Give up, mate. Come on, Gary. Give up, mate. So unsurprisingly, the topic also arose later in the day when Gensler spoke to Yahoo Finance, where Gensler largely repeated himself saying, "We are pleased that the court addressed that token for institutional investors as a security, disappointed in other aspects about the retail investors, and we are still taking a look at that and considering it." So yeah, pretty funny. He'll never admit that he was wrong. He'll never admit that XRP is not a security. He will never admit that. Of course, it's not in his nature to do that, and it's not good for business for him to do that. So yeah, anyway, just thought I'd show you that because it is pretty funny. There's a video, I'm not going to play the video, but there's one at the very end. I want to kind of talk through and show you a few things. But yeah, he is now essentially for the first time been speaking about XRP, and it's as you would expect, quite interesting. Anyway, that's all kind of for that. Like I said, Gensler has first and foremost spoke about XRP for the first time, and he just still can't admit his loss. Now, next up then, the US regulatory clarity has begun in court after the Ripple win. Now, Caroline Pham, one of the 5 Commissioner and Commodities Future Trading Commission, believes that the path for US crypto regulation regulatory clarity has been laid out following Ripple's partial victory. Speaking on Bloomberg TV, Commissioner Pham said recent big court decisions regarding the classification of crypto assets will eventually lead to clarity. Now, to quote her here, last year I said that we were going to see regulatory clarity for the first time in the courts around the definition of a security, and I think we've seen that with some very big court opinions that have been released. How many times does this article mention regulatory clarity? Is it like 3 so far or 4 so far? Anyway, Pham said that she said, that I keep, when I'm saying Pham, I'm thinking of people use what's up fam? That's all I can think when I'm reading this, but I don't know if it's like Tham or if it's Pham or I don't know. Anyway, so Pham said that she was looking forward to participating in regulatory working groups and hoped other US regulators such as the SEC would work together to come up with a holistic approach to crypto regulation. Now, it's never going to happen, but yeah, it's nice to ask the question. Now, Pham's comments come a few days after the San Fran fintech firm won a key partial victory in an ongoing court battle with the SEC accused of it selling unregistered securities. So, look, I get the point here. It's great to see someone else kind of chime in and want regulatory clarity and demand that it happens now. And it kind of goes back to what I've said many times before, not just on the channel, but just in general, where the whole Ripple kind of lawsuit, Ripple XRP lawsuit with the SEC was that huge that the focus was on that, not just from Ripple and from investors in crypto or whatever it may be. The whole crypto market really needed that to go positive because it was the biggest case of its kind. It was the one that was kind of going to speak for the majority of crypto and for the rest of the kind of space going forward. So that's why we're now starting to see a lot of big players from, again, this woman, Caroline Pham, from the CFTC Commissioner's Office. There's been loads, I covered some yesterday as well, but there's loads of these bigger names going to come out and be like, look, we need regulatory clarity because, well, we've kind of already started to get it now from this lawsuit. That lawsuit was the biggest of its kind. It's the first time the SEC have kind of had to lose in that sense, and it is a big deal, and that's why I was so focused on it, and why we have been so focused on it on the channel in general. Because whether you're a fan or not, again, I tweeted this out last week, whether you're a fan or not of XRP, you need to kind of respect what's happened and respect XRP holders and fans and whatever it may be, because they just sat for 2.5 years through a lawsuit that was just should never have happened in the first place. But the fact that it did happen actually turned out to be not so bad overall. Obviously, it affected us. We didn't get to see the bull run like most other projects, unfortunately. XRP did get to around $2 in April of 21, but it should have gone on, realistically, should have gone on to about $10+ at that point, like the rest of the market, but it didn't, and it was because of the overhanging kind of lawsuit. No one wanted to touch it. It wasn't available on any exchanges. Well, in the US, it was still available, obviously, on SwissBorg, but it wasn't available on the big US exchanges where a lot of the market share comes from, even though technically most of Ripple and XRP's customers, client base is actually outside of the US, which is again is a crazy fact, but a lot of the investment comes from the US market because it is so large. So yeah, we missed out in the 2021 bull run. That's not great. However, that's why you need to diversify your portfolio and have multiple different assets in there. If you do want help on portfolio management, we can help you. Let me know. We can do either a one-to-one basis kind of call or in person, or you can come along to one of our training courses and we dive into a bit more detail on portfolio management. But yeah, look, if you're looking for portfolio management advice or at least guidance or opinions, then of course we can help. But like I said, it's something that we missed out on in 2021, unfortunately, because of the lawsuit. However, we no longer have the lawsuit for retail investors. A lot of these exchanges are now relisting XRP or already have relisted XRP. We didn't see the massive crazy spike that we might have thought we were going to do. Well, that's because we're still in a bear market. Like, it's not great market conditions. Bitcoin hasn't really done anything yet either. So yeah, don't be fooled by that. Yes, it would have been great to have a crazy kind of run in price. I mean, technically we did. We done 104% in a few hours. But yeah, let's just wait our turn. Wait for the bull to return, and we will have our shot at the high $10 mark, hopefully, for XRP coming very, very soon. But yeah, look, it is what it is. That's all I want to say on that matter. Let's move on again now to a little bit of something different. Some crypto memes that can be considered as financial promotions, according to the UK watchdog. Interesting. So, crypto firms and influencers may need to start slapping disclaimers on crypto memes to stay compliant with advertising laws in the UK, according to a new proposed guidance from the country's financial regulator. Now, the FCA released a proposed guidance on social media financial promotions that targets promotional memes and financial influencers. Or they're called finfluencers. I didn't know that. I guess financial influencers makes sense. So, too many people across the UK are being shown financial promotions from unsuitable sources. We'll be ramping up our work to stamp out illegal financial promotions, particularly those found on social media. The FCA said it seems memes from crypto firms circulated online, which many don't realise are subjects to its promotional rules. It said promotional memes are particularly prevalent in the crypto sector and added a type of communication could be considered financial promotion. Here's one for example. Spending £20 at the supermarket, but spending £2,000 on crypto. Crazy. Anyway, the FCA considers crypto as a high-risk investment. It can be advertised to retail investors at large, but there are requirements such as including risk warnings and a ban on investment incentives. It said that in quarter 4 of 2022, 69% of financial promotions on websites or social media from authorised firms were amended or withdrawn following the FCA intervention. Finfluencers are in the crosshairs, so the FCA stated it's seen an increase in the number of finance-orientated influencers promoting financial products. They have little knowledge or that typically target a younger audience. It's going to be fun out there for us. But anyway, it warned influencers their promotions could be an offence, punishable but up to... Right, let me try that again. So without laughing. It warned influencers their promotions could be an offence, punishable by up to 2 years in jail and unlimited fine or both. The law applies even to promotions from outside the UK that could have effect in the country. Right, well, it looks like we're shutting up shop. Unfortunately, I can no longer help you or share anything on social media to help you ever again, or I will end up in jail. And look, I love all my followers. I respect you all so much, but I don't care about you that much. I'm not going to jail, the big bad prison jail, for putting out a meme. So yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to help you anymore. Look, it's a lot of FUD, to be honest, but I also don't want to play with fire. I quite like my free life, and you just don't pay me enough to want to go to jail for you, I tell you that. No, but in all seriousness, I don't know. A lot of this is obviously fear, right? It's the same old fear. There's new regulations coming out. Well, it says here September, but I'm sure it was October that the new kind of legislation thing comes out, where you have to put disclaimers and stuff. And look, don't get me wrong, I guess it makes sense to a degree, because you do get a lot of youthful people on Instagram and social media who are influenced quite easily. But we've always been fairly kind of okay with it. We don't try and, I guess, beat around the bush and kind of talk absolute nonsense. If anything, we just say join CC Pro. But I mean, if they're going to start coming after people for kind of these types of memes, there's a lot of people out there who are doing this on a daily basis and kind of telling you that this is the way to go. And don't get me wrong, like, I would like to hope that people understand that this is a bit of a joke, but yeah, I guess you have to kind of allow for the people that just don't get it at all. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say on that, but yeah, look, anyway, I'm not going to jail for you because I don't like you that much, but anyway, we'll see what happens come the next few months. So yeah, that's the news coming from the FCA, who are here to protect you and protect me and protect influencers. Yeah, once again, they just want a kind of a cut, and they want to just control you. Again, I won't put my tinfoil hat on, but they are just trying to control you and control the way people like myself would share influential stuff online. So yeah, anyway, more reason to leave the UK, yeah? Anyway, moving swiftly on, Cathie Wood is bullish on Coinbase after the Ripple court hearing. Of course she is. Like I said, everyone else would be, because of how important the Ripple hearing was for the whole market. So, Cathie Wood, the founder of the CEO of ARK Investment Management, remains bullish over Coinbase in light of Ripple's partial victory over this SEC. Now, again, she's a massive, and I mean massive, holder of Coinbase stock. So she's obviously going to be quite bullish on it. Anyway, while Wood noted ruling was an outright favour of Ripple, she alluded that the outcome as, by and large, very positive for exchanges. Wood joins the ranks of crypto industry pundits who have made similar points, arguing that the ruling, which found that XRP tokens sold to retail investors and, at the ruling, let me try that again, sold to tokens retail investors on crypto exchanges were not securities, could set a positive honestly God, I'm all over the place. I think that last article just set me off. I'm worried about going to jail. I just can't focus anymore. Anyway, the main point, right? Maybe I'll just go off on my own. Maybe I should just start my own news media company and just get away from social media and leave Instagram because I don't want to go to jail. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just start my own news channel. Maybe that is why actually someone else that we know quite well done that. Anyway, right, so yeah, anyway, the whole point I'm going to try and make here, right? Again, I'm sorry if I'm boring you here with the same old kind of nonsense, but you really need to know how important this is, and I feel like only I feel the passion and the importance. But Cathie Wood, again, multimillionaire, owns ARK Investment, huge holder of crypto, huge believer of Bitcoin, and a big holder of Coinbase stock. She believes that because of what happened with Ripple, that means the rest of crypto will just kind of continue to be bullish and looks very, very good for the whole market. That's it. End of the story. Something I've been saying the whole damn time. And then lastly, one thing I wanted to show you, like I said, there is a video, I'm not going to play it because it's 7 minutes long, but I do suggest you go watch it. A few kind of takeaways here then from Tony from Thinking Crypto. Number one, Gensler almost seems like he didn't want to talk about crypto, which is a big change because usually all he does is talk about crypto. Number two, some of the wind has been taken out of his sails. He's not as bold and aggressive with his talking points. And then this is why we need to keep fighting. The courts will expose this scumbag regulator. And I hope Coinbase and Grayscale mop the floor with Gensler and the SEC. Like I said, quite short and sweet for this one, right? But the main point I'm trying to make is go watch this video. a digital asset investor. This guy here shared it. It'll be on YouTube. It's probably easier. But if you're on Twitter, go check out this guy here, Digital Asset Investor XRP. He shared the video. But yeah, the point of it is, I watched it earlier just before this stream. The point of it is Gensler, as we know him, used to love talking about Ripple, love talking about crypto, always mentioned it. It was always in his mouth. But just the past, well, this is his first public kind of appearance, but ever since that ruling last week that went against his business or his whatever you want to call it, he's been a very changed man. And it's showing in this video. So yeah, go watch it. It's pretty funny. And yeah, that's pretty much all. That's all I really wanted to show you on that. Quite short and sweet. We had a bit of a shorter coffee and crypto today. We're just touching 20 minutes. So hopefully it was a nice bite-sized episode for you. Like I said, I do these every single morning. So please feel free to tune back in tomorrow. If you are watching it live, hello, good morning. I should have said that at the start. Please drop it a like as always and share these videos to your friends, family and loved ones who need to hear it and need to learn a little bit more about crypto. Now, for me, again, like I said, I do these every single morning. Please join me every morning. If you don't watch them live, that's fine. They get posted to our YouTube channel, so you can watch them throughout the day, throughout the evening, whatever you get up to, whether you're at home annoying your missus or your partner, whoever it may be, with my annoying voice in the background. Please do it, turn it up, and hopefully they listen and pay more attention to crypto, because sooner rather than later, they're going to be asking you, what is this crypto thing that you've been investing in? And what is this crypto? Who is this crypto Glasgow? Who is this certified crypto? Or who's this guy you listen to on the internet? And trust me, look, I've been around for a few years and many people have said it to me. My missus hates you or my partner hates you because all you do is talk about crypto and I've always got you on in the background. That's great. And I'm hoping they come round to the idea, and I'm hoping I can save you a little bit from your investment struggles and whatnot. But look, just to be completely clear, right, just in case the FCA is watching, nothing that I offer is financial advice, of course. You should know that. I just give my opinion, I read the news, and I just spread the great old jolly word of crypto. So yeah, no jail time for me because I am just a news anchor at this point. Call me Don Burgundy. How's that? Anyway, from me, Don Burgundy, on today's news stream of Coffee and Crypto. That's all for today. These end pieces are always quite fun, but they always go on too long. But anyway, look, it is what it is. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Coffee and Crypto. Today I actually have water in my mug, so it can't go cold and stale like yesterday's coffee. But thanks again for tuning in. Like I said, share this with someone who needs to see it. And yeah, if you need anything more from me throughout today, then please drop down into the description below. Join our Discord community of over 2,000 strong members chatting each and every single day from different, look, you've got CC Pro, CC Pro Plus and CC Pro Alpha, which I recommend you join. And look, don't take it from me. Go read the reviews. Go watch our YouTube video on some reviews and testimonials that we've had. And yeah, let me know if you've got any questions in the chat of Discord. Anyway, that's all for me. I think I've said that 3 times now. But anyway, have a great day. I'll see you all very, very soon. See ya.